The newly launched OnePlus Buds Z2 is an interesting product primarily because it is 2000 rupees more than the original OnePlus Buds Z. If you're wondering why, it is because it comes with additional support for active noise cancellation and Dolby Atmos as well. And you know what? The Dolby Atmos licensing doesn't come cheap. Now I'm sure that the pertinent question in everybody's minds would be, how does the OnePlus Buds Z2 compare against the Nothing Ear one? Because both of these are priced exactly at rupees 4,999. And that's precisely what I'm going to be doing in this video. My name is Ershad. You're watching Trakin Tech English. Let's get this video started. And as usual, I have a request from you guys. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever we put out an awesome new tech video. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Now, first things first, the design of the Nothing Ear one is definitely better than the OnePlus Buds Z2. Whether it is this transparent case or the buds themselves, these are definitely sure to turn heads. It is uniquely designed and has a distinctive identity. The Buds Z2 looks too run-of-the-mill. The only problem is that the transparent case scratches easily, but you can get the black variant instead. Having said that, the Buds Z2 is also available in black and white color options. However, it is worth noting that the Nothing Ear one's case is much bigger, and therefore it is easier to carry around the Z2's case inside a jeans pocket. By the way, the Ear one's case has a metal hinge, so it should be sturdier in the longer run. For what it's worth, it's held up well for the duration that I've actually used it. On the flip side, the Buds Z2 offers IP55 rating on the buds and IPX4 on the case. In comparison, you only get IPX4 rating on the Nothing Ear one's buds and no rating on the case. Now, as for the earbuds, both are equally comfortable to wear for longer durations at a stretch, and why wouldn't they be? The Buds Z2's buds weigh 4.6 grams per bud, and the Nothing Ear one weighs 4.7 grams. Now, but the Buds Z2 definitely has a larger body, and hence it juts out a little more when you wear them in your ears. Which means if you are planning to wear these with a bike helmet over your head or sleep on your sides, it's bound to get uncomfortable. Plus, for some odd reason, the Buds Z2, even when they have a very good fit in my ears, leak a lot of sound. Arjun, our lead editor who sits right next to me, wasn't very happy. The Buds Z2's features can be configured via the Hey Melody app on non-OnePlus phones. Because for OnePlus phones, you have direct integration in the Bluetooth settings itself. From here, whether it is the Hey Melody app or the direct Bluetooth settings, you can see the battery percentage for the buds and the case. And there's the option to switch between noise cancelling and transparency modes too. Plus, you can configure the touch controls to your liking and switch to a low latency mode for gaming as well. Now, all of this is possible on the Ear One's app too, but it offers you the option to switch between a few preset EQs. The Buds Z2, on the other hand, doesn't offer any EQing options. Anyway, the Ear One by default is set in balanced sound mode, but if you wish, you can opt for a bassier sound profile or a treble heavy one. Furthermore, the Ear One's app is way better designed, and all the initial problems that existed with the Ear One have been solved in future updates. Oh, by the way, on both of these buds, you get Google's fast pairing protocol as well. Meaning the moment you open the case, you get a card on your Android phone that directly lets you connect the buds. And moreover, you also get the same level of features and functionality from the corresponding iOS apps as well. That's great because even a big brand like Samsung doesn't offer full-fledged app support for iOS yet. In my testing, I noticed both the buds had fairly good wear detection capabilities, immediately pausing the music when you take them out of your ears. However, the Ear One was slightly more reliable than the Buds Z2 in my testing period. Now, as for the touch controls, you get a slightly larger touch target on the rear faceplate of the Buds Z2. Also, the touch controls work super flawlessly on the Z2. I also like the distinctive audio feedback that you get with the touch controls on the Buds Z2, making it a more tactile experience overall. Here's the thing though, the Nothing Ear One offers all of this, including great audio feedback, and adds volume control on top of it. All you have to do is slide up or down the stem to increase or decrease the volume. Now, the default sound signature of the OnePlus Buds Z2 is an audiophile's nightmare. It is a boisterous U-shaped sound signature that just plays to the gallery. The loudness levels on these are through the roof, and I couldn't listen to these beyond 70% volume because, like I mentioned before, it starts leaking sound. Now, the bass overpowers every single mix, and there is very evident auditory masking as well. For example, in the song Little Little from Atrangire, Dhanush's voice is completely subdued by the overpowering bass bed that exists. Plus, the quality of that bass is not very good. Honestly, the Nothing Ear One sounds much better in comparison and definitely more balanced. Whether it is the tonality of the instruments or the sound staging or the imaging, the Nothing Ear One sounds better in comparison to the Buds Z2. Only around the highs does the Ear One starts getting slightly screechy, but so does the Buds Z2. In fact, the Buds Z2's treble response quality is also pretty weak. Now here's my suggestion: if you do end up buying the Buds Z2 and if you're using an Android phone, download the Wavelet app. On the Wavelet app, what you should do is actually pull down some of that mid-bass and sub-bass levels and increase some of that highs to get a far more open and engaging sound from the Buds Z2. All that said, the Buds Z2 definitely has one ace up its sleeve, and that is its support for Dolby Atmos. I tried the Buds Z2 with the Mi 11T Pro, which also supports Dolby Atmos, and in Jugnu by Badshah, you can clearly hear the difference between the Dolby Atmos mix and the regular mix. In that song, especially at that 1 minute 18-second mark, you will hear the synth bass kick in. And in the Dolby Atmos mix, it just travels around your head. You know what? Try it for yourself and let me know in the comment section below if you do feel it. Overall, I would pick the Nothing Ear One for stereo mixes and, the Buds Z2 for Dolby Atmos, which means that the Z2 could also be great for movie watching. Now, the Buds Z2 does offer a low latency of 94 milliseconds, but it works only with OnePlus phones. The Nothing Ear One offers it with all Android phones and iPhones as well. Now, as for the latency, while playing Call of Duty, the audio lag was not too bad on either the Ear One or the Buds Z2. They're equally matched. Now, a lot of folks buy these true wireless earbuds for making regular calls and of course Zoom calls as well, but most of the budget ones don't sound really great, which actually is true for the Buds Z2 as well. It makes me sound really robotic. The Nothing Ear One makes me sound slightly more natural in comparison and has slightly better noise cancellation as well. Listen to it for yourself.
This is a mic test using the OnePlus Buds Z2. What do you think of the sound quality? Do let me know in the comment section below. This is a mic test using the Nothing Ear One Buds. What do you think of the sound quality? Do let me know in the comment section below.
Now, as for the active noise cancellation on both these earphones, the Nothing Ear One does it slightly better than the Buds Z2. It is slightly better at cutting out the environmental noise compared to, the Buds Z2. Additionally, the transparency mode also sounds slightly better on the Nothing Ear One. Now, the Buds Z2 offers a battery life of approximately about 5 hours, which is about 30 minutes more than the Nothing Ear One. Plus, the Buds Z2 holds 4 hours more charge in its case compared to the Nothing Ear One's case. But more importantly, one of the advantages that the Nothing Ear One has over the Buds Z2 is the fact that the case supports wireless charging. If you care for it, that feature is definitely there. My biggest issue with the Buds Z2 is the unapologetically U-shaped loud sound signature that you get with it. The sound signature is definitely better on the Nothing Ear One. The only saving grace, like I alluded to before, is the fact that the Buds Z2 offers Dolby Atmos support and it works really well on well-tuned songs. Having said that, there is definitely a catch, and that is the fact that you need to have a phone that also supports Dolby Atmos and subscription to Apple Music. Now, if you're looking for an overall great package at that rupees 5,000 price point, I'd say the Nothing Ear One is a better option than the Buds Z2. And fun fact, it is not even the best sounding product under rupees 5,000. There are way better options in this price range. For example, the Lipotech Soundfree S20 and something like the Jabra Elite Active 65T, which constantly goes for sale under rupees 5,000. See, in isolation, the Buds Z2 is a pretty decent product, but the competition in this price range, in fact, across truly wireless earbuds, is very intense. Where it does pack in all the features, it does lack in quality, especially in comparison against the Nothing Ear One. So what do you guys think of this comparison? Do let me know in the comment section below. Keep tracking and stay safe.